Well, welcome to Ignited Online. We're so glad you're here with us today. We have such a great Ignited Online in store for you today. First, we have a game that I get to be part of. It is Bible Charades, brought to you and hosted by Leanna, the one and only Leanna. And then we have an amazing, encouraging word from a guest speaker. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but you're going to want to see him because he's never been on Ignited Online before. So it's going to be a great treat for you today. So I'm going to just turn it over to Leanna to take us on this journey in Ignited Online.
Ignited Online, we're so excited to have another service, and we're going to play Bible Charades again, but we've got Pastor Luke and Harry to join us. So they are team 1, and they're going to get 4 prompts that they have to try to guess, and they can't use any words on their card. There's some additional no words that they can't use, and their goal is to try and get the other to guess the scenario from the Bible. You guys ready?
Is it mostly people, or is it going to be like situations?
It's mostly centered around a person,
Okay.
but situations, yes.
Within that person.
Okay.
Yes. Sound good?
Yep.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so this man in the Bible,
Jesus.
let's see here. He had some angry brothers.
Joseph.
Yes.
Joseph getting... Okay, go ahead, keep going.
So there's a specific situation that Joseph was involved in. This one particular one was, well, he was really good at telling people what their opposite of nightmares are.
Their dreams.
And whose dream did he
Talk about his brother's dream and how they would essentially...
well, he was in prison at the time, and
the
whose dream?
the Pharaoh.
Yes.
Pharaoh.
Yes. There you go.
Okay, this man didn't want
Jesus!
No, this man didn't want to do what the Lord said, so he went the other way instead of going to it. And he got swallowed
Jonah.
up. Oh, I said swallowed right as he said it. Does it count? I don't know.
No!
Count.
Okay, doesn't count. Okay, this is a big group of people, not they're also known as
Multitude.
Hebrews,
Okay.
or the Jewish. And they took a long
Wilderness
walk.
journey. Going through the wilderness. He was going through the wilderness out of
And
Egypt.
They
Exodus.
were doing a long walk along the perimeter of a huge city.
Wow, Jericho.
Yes.
Walking around Jericho.
Yes.
Walls of Jericho.
Yes, the Israelites march around Jericho.
Okay, this man,
Jesus.
and he's in front of a bunch of people, and he's performing a thing, and
Jesus turns water into wine.
nope, and they wanna,
Jesus multiplies the bread and fish.
yes, does it? Oh, we touched. Okay,
I'll wash my hands.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I am a princess, but then I married the ruler, and
Esther.
yes,
Esther pleading for the Israelites.
yes,
Yeah!
somebody,
All right,
Boom!
here we go. Father, I've brought you very tasty things.
Esau, Jacob brings food. Jacob brings Israel food. No, Jacob brings Isaac food.
And I'm
He's
pretending.
pretending to be Esau.
Does that count? Oh,
No,
I'm pretending to be someone I'm related to, tricking you.
Jacob deceives Isaac as Esau.
Why? For what?
For
For what? Yes!
Woo! I am a man of God, and I go into a low area in between 2 mountains, and it is full of
Ezekiel with the vision of the dried bones.
boom! Right there!
Shapow! All right, here we
Come
go.
on, let's go.
Whoa! Look at that! I can't say that. Why is that plant a flame?
Moses sees a burning bush.
Yeah!
Boom! Come on, somebody!
That was so much fun. Minister Aaron and Pastor Evan won that round. Harry, I'm sorry you missed one, but that's okay. So now we're going to transition over to Pastor Luke. He's got an awesome word to share with us. Check it out.
Hey Ignited, well, Pastor Lucas here. So excited to be able to bring you the word for this week's Ignited Online. And I'm coming at you from my basement. It's a little bit creepy and a little bit, basementy is the best way to put it. And why am I down here speaking to you from the basement? Well, because we recorded this earlier at church with all the fancy equipment and fancy lighting and fancy staging, and it didn't turn out. Something happened. It broke. The audio broke. And I got a call from Minister Aaron on the way home saying, hey, I'm going to need you to redo your lesson. It didn't come out. And so I'm coming at you from the basement. I just put my kids to bed. And so I got to get down the basement where it's a little bit quiet and I can speak with a little bit more oomph in my voice and I won't disturb any of the kids upstairs. So what I want to talk to you today about is your report card. All of us have gotten a report card. You know, we get a report card at the end of the school year or at the end of the semester. And have you ever looked at your grade after getting your report card? You looked at your grade and you thought, yeah, I do deserve that grade. Has that ever happened to you? That's happened to me. You kind of finished the year. You didn't do your best in the class. You didn't really turn in all the work. You didn't study very hard for the test. And then you finally get that grade. It says like C or it says like D and you go, yeah, I actually do deserve that grade. Or sometimes you work really hard in a class, like you work really hard. You do all the work to the best of your ability. You study for the test more than you've ever studied before and you end up getting good grades on your papers and your quizzes and your tests and all this stuff and all these research stuff. You end up doing really well and then you get an A in the class and you're like, yes, I got an A. I deserve that A. You know, we rarely will finish out a whole entire school year and look at our grades and say, hey, that grade doesn't seem fair. That rarely, if ever, happens. I mean, like 99% of the time, you see the grade that the teacher gives you and you go, yeah, actually, I deserve that grade. That is the amount of effort I put into it is being portrayed with this letter grade that this teacher has given me. And you know what? The truth is that I believe God is grading our life. You know, the Bible actually describes God as a judge. And it calls him a good judge, okay? And he is grading out our life as we live it. So let me give you some questions that I believe that God is judging our life on right now. Let me ask you this. What kind of grade would you give yourself on how you treat your brothers and sisters? What kind of grade would you give yourself? Be really honest with yourself. You're by yourself maybe watching this. So just be honest with yourself. Just think inside your own mind. Okay, let me ask you another question. What grade would you give yourself in the way you treat your mom and dad? What grade would you give yourself by how you loved your friends this last year? What grade would you give yourself by how much you loved Jesus? How is your relationship with Jesus? How would you grade out your relationship with Jesus and be brutally honest with yourself? Maybe right now you'd be like, oh, I think with my relationship with Jesus, I'm getting a B. I'm getting a B. And you could say to yourself, okay, I'm getting a B. I think I can get an A, and I know what I need to do to get an A. Or maybe you're grading yourself right now and you're not doing well. These grades, you're not turning out well. You're being really honest with yourself, and these grades aren't turning out well. Well, you know what? God sees that. The Bible says God sees our thoughts, our motives, our intentions. He knows our heart, which is the most important part of us. You know, we have an outward appearance that we like to show people our outward appearance, but God is looking at the heart. He knows exactly the truth going on the inside of you. And you know, when you pass on from this life to the next life, you will not be able to hide anything from God. He's going to see and know you exactly who you are, and he's going to give you a grade. You know, I want to read to you Matthew chapter 25, verse 23. It says, his master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You've been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. I want God to say that to me at the end of my life. That's the most important thing, is how we treated people, how we treated our wife or our husband, our children, our brothers and sisters, our mom and dad, how we treated our neighbor, how we treated our friends, our teachers, our classmates, everything. That's what Jesus is looking at, how we are treating the people in our life. And I want God to say, well done, when I go from this life to the next life. And I want to be confident in saying, I think I got an A. I think I got an A. And I want you to be confident in saying, I think I got an A. I think I treated people good. I think I did it. I think I did it. Let me read to you another verse that I have for you. John chapter 5, verse 29. It says this. It says, those who have done good will rise to live. Those who have done evil will rise to be condemned. God has put on the inside of us to know what is good and evil. And you know what's good and you know what's evil. Okay? You know it deep down inside. You know when you're doing good and you know when you're doing evil. And if you're ever confused about good and evil, what's good and what's wrong, just follow the 10 Commandments. Just follow those, because that's the good stuff. Okay? And let me encourage you with this. I want you to end this life to go into the next life. And I want God to say to you, well done, good and faithful servant. I want your grades to be A. Okay? That's what God is looking for. He is so excited when we love people and we treat people well. He's so happy when that happens. And I want to encourage you today, we can do that with every single person in our life. The people we live with, the people we come in contact with, treat people with love. Why don't you get a good report card at the end of your life? I love you guys so much. It was so nice being with you. I hope this helps. Have a great night.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. What a great game we had. What a special word from Pastor Luke. Just an encouraging word that we're so glad you got to listen to. We had a great time doing it, but guess what? Next week we have so many great things in store. We have a special Wednesday edition of Ignited Online that we have not done before that we know will bless your heart. So stay tuned for that. And then Sunday we'll have another amazing Ignited Online that we know will bless you. So great things in store. We're not going to reveal too much. You just got to tune in. And of course, follow us on our social media page for more of Ignited Online and stay connected with what we're all about. Hey, we're so excited to see you then.